Hey everybody, it's your pilot Slim speaking today. We're in the Boeing 747 freighter, or the 800 series. We're flying the Qantas Livery today, and we're taking off from Melbourne, Australia, and we're flying to New Delhi, India. We got a 12-hour flight, which is about 5,693 hours. So we're going to need a little bit of fuel in the plane. We got 345,000 pounds of fuel on board, so we got enough gas to get there and a little reserve built up. So let's get everything fired up here. Got engine 1 firing up now. And as we're taxiing out, we'll talk a little bit more about today's flight. What do you say? Let's go. From our freight terminal here, you'll see that we're in the Qantas colors, but actually the freighters that Qantas is currently flying right now are from Atlas Air, and they have the Atlas Air markings on them from my understanding. That being said, they do have, I think, some kangaroo decals on them, perhaps, for Qantas. But as you know, Qantas retired all their 747s a few years back out to the desert, so it's a rare sighting if you do see one that's not covered in dust right now, I suppose. Well, as we're taxiing here, we'll go ahead and get our flaps set for takeoff. Go. When it comes to turning this thing, the great thing is you got this differential engine thrust. Help you get lined up real quick like here. See, I'm using that one engine to get me spun around and lined up on my center line. Alright, here we are. Everything on the airplane is looking good. Green, everything looks fine up here. Alright, we have flight 971 cleared for takeoff. Here we go. Boy, you hear them engines come alive. Keep it on my center line. We leave Melbourne, Australia. Alright, here goes my V1. V1 and rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gear is going up. That sounds like an outer range marker, doesn't it, coming on our thing here? Go ahead and maintain our positive rate of climb. Throttle back. Look at this beautiful landscape here in Australia. Well, we're going to be leveling off at about 34,000 feet, and we're going to be holding our speed constant at about Mach 0.83. As we burn off a little bit more fuel as we approach the ocean and get off the coastline, we'll be climbing up to about 37,000 feet for our cruise. Just curious, so play along with me here. Now, everybody knows in Australia they have a unique accent different than the British. You know, g'day mate, and all sorts of unique dialect here. Now, do people in Australia talk about Texans the same way? Do you hear people in Australia say, "Ah, crikey," or is it? Do y'all say, "Hey, listen how that cowboy talks"? I don't know. Do Australians trying to imitate Texans, or do the Texans just trying to imitate Australians on the dialect here? Just curious. Alright, enough rambling on. Let's get going here. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. As we're still ascending to our assigned altitude here going across the countryside of Australia, I'd like to welcome you aboard today. Today we have just about 15,750 pounds of cargo on board. Now you're looking at what does Australia export? Well, right now we got 4,000 pounds of precious metals. Can't tell you what it is, but it's on my manifest here. We got 6,000 pounds of bulk foods on board, and we got another 5,000 pounds of assorted machinery that we're transporting today. So again, that's our simulated cargo on this load here, along with our fuel. Like I said, we still got about another 11 hours transit time here to get to New Delhi. I've never really been to India or this part of the world, but I wouldn't be opposed to visiting India in one day. But I'll tell you what, today was a pretty quiet flight for the most part. Nothing of any of interest happened. I went ahead and jumped forward about 9 hours to spare y'all some snoring time. But you know what? Let's take a look around the cockpit here. What we got going on? We got a jump seat here. Got a jump seat here. Back here, we got the aircraft books. You know, with our manifest and maintenance logs. You know, they got our door back there. Got a closet. Another shirt rack. Got some shelves over here. I don't know what that is. That a toaster oven or a safe? Could be one of anything. Up here, it looks like a lot, but you just got a bunch of, let me turn that dome light off for you. You just got a bunch of fuses up here. Over here you got your overall engine controls, light switches. Yeah, pretty good looking cockpit for the 747 here. You know, one of the things I was thinking about though, as we come up along the coastline of India here, and we're going to be starting our descent a little bit more here, is what's y'all's favorite Indian dish? I'm going to be honest with you, I never tasted Indian food until I was in my late 30s or 40s. No, I was probably in my 40s before I had my first Indian dish, and it was like some type of spicy chicken curry, or yeah, like a hot spicy chicken curry. And I'm from Texas, I love spicy food. And I tell you what, I'm like, man, what have I been missing out on here? You know, I've gotten to travel the world as far as a couple of continents, but never got to join this part of the world. And I tell you what, that Indian food can be pretty good. Now, what are they eating back in Australia? I haven't had Australian food either. I gotta check out the menu for what's going on back there. Alright, enough rambling. We'll talk to you as we get closer to the runway here, as I continue on downwards. Alright, we've been given our approval to switch for tower, and should be getting our landing clearance in just a moment. We're lined up for runway 28. Flaps are set. Let's go ahead and bring the gear down. Clear to land, so we'll go ahead and get the gear down here. Everything's off. I don't want that on, don't want that on. Full disconnect of the autopilot. We're going to hand flat the rest of the way. We got green light on that. Go ahead and go flaps 25. Watch our speed here. We got a little bit of wind blowing, don't we? Get it back on the center line here, Slim. This is a big airplane, though. I tell you what, We got wind at 10, not 10 knots, gusting to 15, but knots. We're still a little too fast for this approach here, but we'll make do with what we got. We're gonna go ahead and yank back on the reins a little bit, and when we do our flare, and that should wool us up a little bit. 1,000. 500. 400. 300. 200. 200. 100.
30, 20, 10.
Look at that. Woo-wee. Talking about a smooth touchdown. That was it right there. Got the reversers on. You see us rolling down right here. Welcome to the International Airport in New Delhi, India. We're going to go ahead and take this exit here. Exit. Taxiway. I can't even see which one we're at right here. I'm going to have to get my glasses or my eyes checked. Pretty nice international airport they got here. It looks pretty busy when you check it on flight radar. Got my map all set up here and we're ready to go. Where are we at here? We're taking the Delta. And our freight drop-off is over in this area. I am going way too fast on the taxi, ain't I? No wonder they got the fire truck standing by. They see me taxiing at 50 miles per hour coming up in here. Alright, fire truck, watch where you're going. Yeah, the way that fire truck there, don't want have any issues with the fire department. And I see we got some marshalers on standby here, don't we? Alright, fellas. Y'all waiting on me to offload some cargo, I bet. Here we are. Well, everybody, I really appreciate y'all flying along with me today. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Or better yet, just subscribe and stay tuned for some more interesting videos. Who knows what we'll come up with next, but hope to see you on the next one, y'all. Set the parking brake. We'll go ahead and turn these engines off. Engines off. We'll hit the APU in just a moment here. Turn the gas off. Don't need all that going on, do we? Alright, well I got about another 30 minutes worth of button flipping going on, so catch you on the next one, everybody. Take care now.